Hopefully I didn't talk too quickly on that last film. You have to just run it slow or run it multiple times or telephone me and I'll explain to you over the phone. Finally, just a little bit more to think about before the next time I communicate or we get back together is let's just talk a little bit about this region in through here, because in your email you had mentioned the planning desk, etc. I'm showing. First of all, I want to make sure that you have enough storage in this kitchen. And whether you need all of these pantries is, we don't know that, but there will be enough cabinetry probably, but you don't want to get short on that. So for the moment, I'm putting the planning desk here. Maybe it does suit up better here. Here it has more depth than it does here. But because we have those high, we're going to have some high cabinets, here and over at the other end of the kitchen, and obviously above the refrigerator, and even here in the top of the pantry. I think you should probably consider having some sort of ladder, not like this. This is pretty overwrought almost, but not like that, but maybe something like this, something folding that goes in there so that you can access those cabinets. Not that you're going to have everyday stuff there, but just so that you can have a way to easily get up to those cabinets at the top. So what I've done, because there's space in here to work with, especially if this becomes planning desk area here, I feel like you should probably create a space for one of a folding ladder that folds to 3 inches wide. So I've created this little area here for the ladder to slide in beside the planning desk. It's fairly convenient to some of the cabinets that you would be maybe accessing the top of more frequently. And this leaves a substantial area for a planning desk area. I don't know exactly what you want there, whether you wanted, a chair sitting here, which, secondarily this could be wider still and you could fit a chair and a ladder back there, but I don't know if you wanted room for deep drawers that run down beside this here, and just a chair here, vice versa, file drawers or something like that. You'll have to map that out or flesh that out a little bit for me as we go forward. But I've done this anyway, and the ladder only takes up the bottom 40 or 50 inches. So just look at this whole thing. So here's the opening for the ladder here, and then I've just continued up with some less deep mail slots, or maybe there's Kindle Fires or a little laptop slide in. In any case, this we would try to use the rest of this space here. And for the moment, I'm showing just this knee kind of drawer. I don't even know if you intend to sit at it, then it should be lower, but if you think it's just going to be a standing thing, then this can come up substantially. Maybe this cabinet is not quite as deep as 12 inches deep. These are big 24-inch deep cabinets, because you may as well use that space. And whether or not there are just sorting bins through here, whether this is shelves, I have a feeling shelves will just get looking like crap. But I just wanted to give you a feel for that's what you're working with on this facade here. And if you can really go through and look at some photos, or maybe you already know exactly what you want for this planning desk area. In any case, I think that's probably where it should go. In the final portion of the film, and I might just try to get this linked with the other one and put it in as one, but in the final portion I want to talk just a little bit about assuming that you guys agree that the planning desk can go here and is not, remember, this isn't as deep. This is a full 24 deep, so if you do have a chair, it can go under there substantially, not here. In any way, let's presume that you agree that the planning desk area goes here. Then I want to talk a little bit about this area here. I'm not even sure where this goes. Oh, I see. Once I put this ladder in here, I pulled this wall back here further, and that picked up an extra 3 inches along this bank of cabinetry here. Now, considering these are the plastic pipes downstairs, those almost definitely come up right here. I don't know how much more of the rest of this wall is occupied. It could be all we need is that space there. There might be pipes all the way through here. We can't know that until that's opened. But from downstairs, it would appear that that's the main thing that's coming up through there. This one here, this is the iron pipe that's down there up between the ducts. That's just flush. That's the effluent from that existing toilet in that bathroom there, and so that's not critical at all. Although there may be some sort of drain that comes down and feeds into this from the laundry facility upstairs. Anyway, the idea is it's possible, it's more than possible, that a lot of this wall doesn't actually need to be there. Save that portion there. Which, here they do make a shallow depth little wine cooler. This thing's 18 inches deep by 24 wide. And I'm sure there are competing manufacturers as well, probably for that shallow depth. But I was able to pull this one down right away, so I'm just showing you a quick look at that. And so if we don't need to have all that wall there, if we do have that extra depth, you can see that there's room for refrigeration on this wall here, regardless of where it's put. Maybe it's over here, maybe there are two of them. But that is that portion there. And so this whole thing will need to be planned just like this whole thing needs to be planned. Do we want this all in cabinets? Do we want a refrigerator or one or two refrigerators? Do we want a little space of countertop here? This is all stuff that needs to be covered for that bank. But that's all I can do right at the moment, and certainly there's some things to think about. You don't have to worry too much about the windowing right now, or don't panic or fret about that. But certainly think about what we're going to do with the doors on this hallway.